Schulz, give us an update on where you're at.
So I'm 5 weeks post-surgery tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, and going really well. Been running now for a few weeks and sort of building up to doing 3 running sessions a week, which is good, and it's more so just about getting some volume in at the moment and just making sure that we don't push things too hard, and we just take it week by week, which is good.
What's the feedback from Burjo and the docs? Are they happy with your progress?
Yeah, everyone's pretty comfortable with where I'm at, and it's pretty much where we thought I'd be at. In comparative to what happened in October when I had my first set of surgery. So it cruising along nicely, and still hopeful for that sort of 10 to 12 week mark I'll be back.
For our supporters, just a really basic understanding of what the surgery was that you had?
So I had a microdiscectomy, which is pretty much, I had a bulging disc which was coming out sitting on my nerves, and so what they had to do was they had to shave and cut part of that disc away to release the pressure off the nerve, because that was giving me a fair amount of pain in my leg.
Been handy having Whitey in recovery with you?
Yeah, it has, but the boys have certainly missed him on the ground. It's the group's been a bit too big for our liking at the moment, the rehab group, but it's always nice to have someone else to do training with.
How do you stay focused and positive on your rehab when it's the second time you've had a setback similar to this?
I think the lucky thing for me is that I've already been through it, and been through it pretty recently, so I'm still pretty raw. While that's a bad thing as well, it's actually a good thing for me to put my mind frame in that I know that I reacted really well last time, and I came back fine from the first one, and this is pretty much exactly the same. So in that sense, it makes me really comfortable with where I'm at, and I know what I need to do, and I know what my rehab's going to be, so I can just get stuck into it.
So what's the next step in the process? You've obviously said you've been running for a couple of weeks. Is it just a matter of building load? Is there anything else that you need to prove before you can get back out playing?
Obviously we've still got some steps and whatnot to go yet, but yeah, probably for the next couple of weeks will just be about getting my fitness back and covering the Ks, and then from there it'll be more so getting my speed kilometres up and getting myself ready for some contact, which will be at the very end of it. But I started some change of direction stuff today as well, which is really good, and that'll progress as well. So just more running, getting the Ks in, make sure the fitness is there, and then at the very end, just making sure that I can tackle and jump and land and all those sorts of things, which happen frequently in a game.
How's it been watching the boys not being out on the ground? Is it tough?
Yeah, absolutely, and you never like to see them playing average, or badly, and when they're playing well, you want to be out there as well. So it's been a tough start to the year for everyone, and there's no one that's more frustrated than the boys themselves. They don't like playing poorly. They take a great deal of pride in their performances, and at the moment they're just not doing what they want to do, and they're trying to fix it as best they can, and they're working hard to do it. And it's frustrating for me personally not being able to be on the ground and try and help them through it and try and do my bit as well. So it is frustrating, but we try and work our best, and try and help them out as much as we can during the week.
You've obviously got a fairly significant rehab program, but you probably had a little bit more time on your hands away from footy. What have you been doing there? Hanging out with family?
Yeah, the kids, 3 kids takes up a fair bit of your time at the moment. But not playing on weekends also gives me a chance to, sit and watch the game and watch other games and watch other teams, what they're doing around the league, and try and figure out what we need to do better, and gives me a chance during the week to talk to the boys, especially the forwards group, about what they're not doing so well and what they need to keep working on.
Speaking of that, have you spent any time in the box, or are you more involved with the coaches because you're able to take that step back and look at it differently?
Yeah, look, I spent a fair bit of time talking to the assistant coaches and Kenny, just particularly, a day or two after the game while it's still fresh, and about what I see in the game, and what I think's going well and what's not going so well, and just general chat about how they're going as well, and how they think their players are going as well. So, and obviously spend a lot of time with Nixie, with the forwards, trying to get them playing the best, the way we want them to play, and all playing their roles. So spending a fair bit of time doing that at the moment, which is really good for me. I have some coaching ambitions after I finish playing footy, so it's really good for my development as well.
Perfect. Beautiful.